Welcome back, YouTubers. This is going to be a review of the Kamala Khan Miss Marvel from the Marvel Legends series for the Gameverse. The Build-A-Figure is Abomination. Now, this figure came with the main body. It had the front and back side in a big shell. That's why it's got these big holes here. Kamala was here on the side. As you can see on the back, it's pretty standard for this series, but the thing I like to pull people's attention to is, while the character is a lot thinner and smaller, they did include extra arms in shape-shifted form, which is something I really wish they would include more with characters like her and more from the Age of Apocalypse series. These kinds of parts are what really increase the posability, play value for little kids, but for people like me who like to build stuff around these characters, the diorama possibilities with these are really increased when stuff like this is added. I do wish they had given us more than just two, but that might have been pushing it with these things, especially since she had the main body. On the bright side, I also got this one when I got Captain America from the same line. Got it at a really good discount. Barely paid that much for it. Overall, it's a decent figure, and these elongated arms are kind of fun. I'm not as familiar with Kamala. She's been in a few crossover comics with characters, particularly like Miles Morales that I read. But Kamala in the game isn't that interesting, I'm afraid. While she's the POV character, she's kind of bland. From what I've seen of the cutscenes, though, I've only seen snippets. I do like that her little scarf has this little starburst, which is similar to the Captain Marvel Carol Danvers design, so that's nice. I also like the fact that she's an Inhuman instead of a mutant or, well, just an altered human. It brings in characters who don't get as much screen time. Though the reason they were doing more Inhumans was because they didn't have the rights to X-Men for their movies, so they were trying to make the Inhumans a bigger deal, which they did in the worst possible way by trying to kill most of the mutants, making the Terrigen mist that had been released all over the planet poisonous to mutants and killing them off slowly. I don't think it's a great idea to kill off your long-running characters and promote your new ones. That's just a terrible decision. Overall, Kamala here is an actually really good character. I'm not as sure on her comics because I don't read them, but from what I've seen, she's pretty good. And if you're a big fan of Miss Marvel, Kamala, or just want to collect the series, this is a decent figure to get, and if you want to represent her in your collection, it's a good one. I also like the fact that the skirt is made of that soft plastic material, so you can get the joint movement here pretty accurately, and the skirt moves with it. So it's a lot better than those static ones that prevent you from moving it. You will want to keep it out of the sun, though. Just a little tip, because I've seen what happens to things like that when you're leaving them in the sun, and the UV causes it to become brittle and it just breaks up over the years. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, comment below, share this with your friends, and I'll see you all next time around. Ciao!